guys, this is Sarah from Georgetown Stories coming to you from Healy Hall at Georgetown University. Just for some background, I am a current senior in the School of Foreign Service, or the SFS, as some of you may know. I'm majoring in Regional and Comparative Studies with a concentration in International Security in Northeast Asia. Since this is my final semester at Georgetown, and it really feels crazy to say that, I wanted to kind of look back and think about some of the things that I regret about my Georgetown experience. So definitely one thing that I regret I didn't do more my freshman year was talk to my professors during office hours and after class. My first year that I was here, I was really nervous, and I felt like if I asked questions or if I brought something up to my professor that I might come off as stupid, which being at Georgetown, you're with some of the most brilliant people in the world, and it's not just the instructors of the classes but also your fellow students. So I felt this pressure that I didn't want to come off like I was unworldly or ignorant about something, or just otherwise come off as stupid. But ever since I really started engaging with my professors, I think around either spring semester of freshman year or sophomore year is when I really began building up relationships with my professors. I've never regretted it. No matter how stupid you might think the question might be, the professors that I've talked to at least have been really responsive and helpful, and they always appreciate their students reaching out to them about something that they're curious about. Another thing that I regret is not getting out into DC earlier. So there's this great program here at Georgetown called Breaking the Bubble. It's a club on campus where Georgetown students help other Georgetown students get out of the Georgetown University campus and neighborhood. While there's a ton of things to do within walking distance of the campus, one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to come to DC and attend Georgetown in the first place is because of the city that it's located in. So Breaking the Bubble does these trips pretty much every weekend where you pay $5 and you get to go on trips to different kinds of museums and restaurants and festivals all around DC, and it's a really great way to meet new people and go to new places that you otherwise wouldn't get to go to or even know about if you stayed on campus. My personal favorite area to hang out in is probably Adams Morgan. There's this great restaurant called Karen's that I go to for Ethiopian food pretty much every time that I have friends visiting me in DC. Other favorites are Columbia Heights and Shaw. There's tons of different neighborhoods outside of Georgetown that you can explore. So please get out and get off campus and go explore DC as much as you can, as soon as you can, and you definitely won't regret it. One thing that I regret from my freshman year and that I implore you as prospective students or potentially even current students here at Georgetown is taking 19 credits in a single semester my freshman year. I was still adjusting to the whole college life and experience, and taking so many credits at one time really made me very stressed. And I didn't do as well in my classes as I probably would have if I was sleeping properly and managing my time in a healthy way. So I'm telling you, it's tempting, because when I got here, I'm thinking I'm Sarah Mack, I can handle whatever they're gonna throw at me. But college is a lot harder than high school, and the expectations are higher. The workload is, I don't know if it's necessarily higher because there's not so much busy work, but you're very much on your own in terms of managing your time and getting things done. And the quality of work is expected to be much higher than it was in high school, or at least in my case. So I took 19 credits my spring semester of freshman year, and it was terrible. Please don't do it to yourself. Maybe around your sophomore year, if you're thinking that you're well adjusted to the college experience and you really want to graduate early, or you have a particular reason to be taking so many classes, and go for it. But freshman year, I'm telling you, just don't do it. Also, don't take 8 a.m. classes if it can be avoided whatsoever. I know that you wake up probably at 6 o'clock in the morning or some crazy hour when you're in high school, but I'm telling you, when you're in college, it's a different story. Just don't do it. Another thing that I would want to tell my freshman self about is proper time management. So when I was in high school, I kind of got away with just winging things or doing them at the last minute. If I had an essay, I could just write it in 1 or 2 nights before the due date, and I didn't really have a problem as far as getting a good grade or anything like that. However, at Georgetown, and just in college in general, wherever you end up going, the depth of the research is expected to be a lot deeper, and you're not going to be doing your best work if you're cramming everything into one night. So one thing that I found particularly helpful is that at the beginning of every semester, I take all the syllabi for all of my classes, and I put every single assignment into my Google Calendar, and I color code it by class. So econ could be green and history could be yellow and like a language class could be red or blue, whatever. It's really up to you. That way later on, if I'm like making plans with my friends or scheduling my work timetable or something like that, I can look at my Google Calendar and I know exactly what I have to be doing on each night. And it makes things a lot easier if you're just trying to like manage your time. So these are 4 things that I regret about my freshman year. Definitely experiences that like I had to learn from myself. I've read about these things online, but I think it's one of those things that you kind of have to like live it before you truly understand it and can learn from it. However, I really hope that if you guys end up coming to Georgetown or going to college anywhere else in the US or the world, you can use my failures in order to improve your own college experiences. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the Georgetown Stories YouTube channel and follow us on social media. And hopefully I will be seeing you guys very soon in another video. All right, thank you, bye.